Hello and welcome, this is Pelorian. Today we're going over the rifles in the attachment pack attachment series. The rifles we will be going over is the hunting rifle, the railway rifle, the Gauss rifle, combat rifle, assault rifle, and the submachine gun. Got quite a handful, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, and I figured out the reason why using depolarized textures in those I was getting a lot of black hazing around here. I don't know if you saw in any of my previous videos, sometimes it'd be like really dark. Apparently it needed the black Codsworth cube map fix. I found out that apparently if you're messing with a lot of BA2 files, it can mess up cube maps, so you just get that and it fixes it real easy. Just look up in Nexus Black Codsworth, it fixes all the cube maps, works really well. So, yeah, basically, so this is your assault rifle. Receivers, pretty much same, all 5.56, all look the same. Your barrel, you got your short barrel, your long barrel, a shielded barrel, has got a nice shield there. Got a light barrel, it's more hollowed out. A ported barrel, a vented barrel, which is what's on this one, and a marksman barrel. For grips, you have a short stock, a full stock, light stock, marksman stock, paratrooper stock, recoil compensating stock, tactical stock, and a skeletal stock. Alright, magazines, you got standard mag, got your drum mag, quick eject versions of them, and a box magazine. Says absurd ammo capacity and inferior reload speed. That's pretty cool. I like that one. It's a nice touch. Okay, so scopes. Got standard sights, just regular ones. Improved iron sights, short scopes. Your anti-aircraft sights, those are pretty cool. Carry handle sight, so that's like the carry handle with the little iron sight. You got your reflex, you got your medium, short, medium, and long range scopes, and night vision, and then your recon scopes. So there's your recon scope. Alright, and then muzzles. You have no muzzle, compensator, muzzle brake, looks pretty cool. Advanced compensators, got like a little twist to it. Advanced muzzle brake, compensator, or sorry, suppressor, and then your heavy suppressor. So that's if you assault rifle, combat rifle. You have pretty much 45 for most all of it. Then you have a 38, which does less damage, so I'm not sure why you do that, but a 38 receiver, 38 automatic, and then a 308 receiver, 308 automatic. Barrels, you got short barrel, short light barrel, long barrel, long light barrel, an assault barrel. Assault barrel is basically shorter and has a shroud on it. The short ported barrel, suppressed barrel, so you actually, the whole barrel is suppressed, so that's pretty cool. A long ported barrel, a marksman barrel, and a support barrel. This is pretty cool. Your grips, you have short stock, carbide stock, full stock, comfort stock, folding stock, marksman stock, comfort recoil stock, recoil compensating stock, a sniper stock, and a heavy recoil stock. I like the wood furniture on there, that's pretty nice. Alright, you have standard mag, large mag, small, large quick ejects, a drum mag, and a quick eject drum, so pretty standard. Scopes, I think they're about standard. You have your standard sights, front sight rings, front sight, a glow front sight rings, glow sight short scopes, and your reflex sights, your regular scopes, recon scopes, all that, the usual. Okay, let's see, in muzzles, you have no muzzle, large bayonet, a compensator, a muzzle brake, an advanced compensator, a suppressor, advanced muzzle brake, that thing's pretty cool, and a heavy suppressor. So, so the Gauss Rifle, your barrels, you got standard barrel, shielded barrel, and improved shielded barrel. So just some slots in it. Your grips, you got standard stock, eco stock, retrofitted stock, recoil compensating stock, a marksman stock, and a tactical stock. Compared to the size of this gun, that one is tiny. By the way, sorry if you happen to hear a dog barking in the background. Alright, so you got half capacitors, full capacitors, capacitor boosting coil, advanced capacitors, which are like these round disc things that look pretty neat, and then experimental rapid coils. That one would be really cool to see in action. I don't know what it looks like, but that thing looks really cool. Scopes, you got standard, short scope, Gauss reflex scope, medium scope, long scope, so pretty standard scopy stuff. And for the muzzles, you have no muzzle, compensator, I think that's vanilla, accelerator, electrified accelerator, and a suppressor, which I think is also vanilla. Alright, for hunting rifle or sniper rifle, so you got regular 308, you got your 38 and your 50 cal. Barrels, you got short barrel, short light barrel, long light barrel, and then marksman barrel. For grips, you got salvage stock, short stock, camo stock, full stock, gunslinger stock, which looks pretty cool. And the one thing I like about the gunslinger stock too, it has little bullets over here. Got a hunting stock, a light stock, which is like a polymer. You got marksman stock, which I think is just the vanilla one. And then your sniper stock, which looks nice. Alright, magazines, pretty much standard, medium, large, and quick ejects of them. Scopes, standard, glow sights. Something called buckhorn sights, looks like it moves it up there. Just regular scopes and all that stuff, so not much new there. Your muzzles, you got no muzzle, bayoneted, or bayonet, compensator, advanced compensator, muzzle brake, advanced muzzle brake, a suppressor, and a heavy suppressor. So, pretty simple there. Alright, railway rifle. Here comes the fun. Okay, so receivers, you got standard receiver, automatic piston receiver, which is basically adds these little pistons here. Heavy multi-spike receiver, has pistons, and then a 50 caliber receiver. So you can put a 50 caliber on this, which is pretty cool. Gives you another choice besides just railroad spikes. You got the snub barrel, a short barrel, a long barrel, which is crazy long. Ignition barrel, come on. Ignition barrel, so fire damage. Electrified barrel is electrical damage. Heavy barrel. And accelerator barrel, so like a Gauss cannon on it. It's pretty nifty. So your grips, you got salvage stock, standard stock, comfort stock. Got the gunslinger stock, like the other. Puts the spikes, actually puts the railroad spikes in there. It's pretty cool. And a recoil compensating stock. Scopes, you got standard sights, short scope, reflex, medium, long. So about standard there. And lastly, we go with the submachine gun. Receiver, you got standard pretty much all across the way. 45 in your marine, and experimental 10mm receiver. So this one looks the same, but it takes 10mm. And then your marine changes up the look on this, and it uses 10mm. So if you want to use it for 10mm, when you have tons of it with it, it's pretty cool. Alright, so barrels, you got stub barrel, a covered stub barrel, so it adds in the shroud. Standard barrel, covered barrel, so got that. Short light barrel, and a suppressed barrel, so you can have the suppressed on there. So that's pretty cool. So your grip, you got no stock, light stock, a short stock, a folding stock, a full stock, recoil compensating stock, a persuasive grip, a tactical stock, and a marine stock, which would go really nice with this for looks because it's all black like polymer or plastic with all this, so it gives it a little bit more modern touch, but still has a bit of a Fallout-y feel. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Magazines, you got quick eject, small sticks, you got stick mags, So you got small, quick eject small, small, quick eject stick and a stick, standard drum, large drum, standard quick eject drum, and large quick eject drum. Oh, and I just noticed too that the persuasive grip that's on here comes with a little piece of metal that goes around it, so it's a little bit more grippy, I guess. Alright, scopes. You got standard sights, glow sights, and reflex sight. So, I believe a lot of the reflex sights too come from Dax's West-Tech optics. So it might go well to use that with these two for some things. I don't know for sure, but I believe that's so. Got no muzzle, compensator, advanced compensator, muzzle brake, advanced muzzle brake, suppressor, and marine muzzle. So that's kind of got that twist on it. So, and yeah, so that's pretty cool. Let's go take a few shots with these things, and then I'll go show you some remesh options. Yep, looks pretty nice. Got the railway rifle. Okay, a Gauss Rifle. All with Gamoy's lovely Gauss textures. Got the Combat Rifle. That's suppressed. See if we can... Yeah, there we go. There's one down. Where's the others? Come on. There's two. Usually three, maybe not. Okay, so there's that one. The assault rifle. And then the submachine gun. So yeah, pretty cool. So I'm gonna go out real quick. I'm gonna change out a few things on them, and I'll come back in and show you guys. Alright guys, so what I did in this first part, I'm going to show you basically Degenerate Dax, his assault rifle and combat rifle remesh, to show you how they look, obviously because he's one of the authors of this pack. They should mesh well, and I believe in, I think it was 1.0.3, they mentioned about doing some tweaks to get it to work even better with his stuff. So yeah, so let's take a look real quick. Basically just the barrels. So here's your short barrel instead of the big honkin' like barrel tube thing. It's like this. You got your long barrel, just same, just longer. Shielded barrel same, light barrel's the same, and the ported barrel, instead of being the round thing with the slats, it's this. So then your vented barrel looks like this. So not too much different, a little bit in the shape, but it looks better. And I also found out that with his combat rifle and assault rifle that he has his own textures included. So if you have a texture replacer like I do with Dupolari and that, it will not go on these. These things have their own textures that apply to it, and they do look pretty nice. So I give them props on that. They look really nice. And it's got slight remesh, so like this handle here is new. I think that's a little different. The shape here is not the round, like half circle type thing. It's a little different, so it makes it a little bit more distinct from the combat shotgun, but still similar. So looks pretty nice. I think it looks good. So with that, let me see. So actually, that might be from the attachment pack, so never mind about that. So yeah, the barrels. The barrels, you basically have your short barrel, short light barrel, long barrel. So they look pretty much about the same. The biggest thing with this is this right here and this back here. So we'll go out and I'll show you how they look in first and third person. Okay, so go to inventory. So we'll go for combat rifle first. As you can see on the back part here, if you look there, it's a little bit different than the combat rifle, shaped a little different, but it looks good. I think it looks really good. Whoop, forgot to put on for unlimited ammo. There we go. Okay. Now for third person, actually we're gonna go this way. Go ahead and photo mode here. Show you. So that's a good, and that's his textures on there. So as you can see, they look pretty snazzy. Take a look at this side. Thought I saw something back here. Maybe I'm missing something. Kind of looks like, if you look certain area, like maybe there was a slight, like down by the scope might be. Yeah, maybe a little bit, but it's barely noticeable. Looks really good. Okay, and then for the assault rifle, looks like this. Like again, got his own textures for it. Looks really nice. So yeah, looks good. Alright, so now I'm going to go out. I'm going to do the other combat rifle mesh replacer, and I'm going to put on a different texture for that to show you the texture and how it's got some conflicts. I'll explain about that, and then I will show you how it looks with just Luxor's weapons to show you how it's supposed to look. So, be back in a minute. Okay, welcome back. So yeah, this is the other rifle. Let me try. Yeah, so we'll go with FOV 90 so you can see a little better. So yeah, as you can see, the shape back here is different. I'll show you some of the other ways it's different, but if you notice on the left side there with the textures, there's a little bit of like that, like almost like a crosshatch type pattern. That's not really supposed to be there. And with DePolari's textures, and this one is the ScratchMade or Scratch Weapons, or I think it's like ScratchMade. They, if you look up Scratch on Nexus, it'll come up with, they have a combat rifle and combat shotgun, and then and it looks really nice. I do give them props. It looks really nice. And then, for the double barrel, it looks good. So, but yeah, it's, a little messed up on textures there. And then, I'll go ahead and show you here some of the stuff. So yeah, as you can see, the textures look good, but there's that little like vertical lines that are in there right above the magazine aren't supposed to be there. And I think the grain is supposed to be so yeah, there's a few things like that that just don't look right. As you can see up there by the hand, there's more of the crosshatch patterns, and there's like black, like no textures down there right behind the magazine. So those things aren't really supposed to be there. But, I mean, the wood grain looks pretty good. Everything looks nice on it. But, yeah, that just doesn't fit right. So, I talked to the mod author of this texture pack, and he said, had me submit some photos. This is combat rifle lore version or whatever. It's supposed to basically be like a bar. I believe that's a, what is it, a Beretta automatic, a Browning automatic rifle. That's what it is. And he said he thinks he can work with it to get the textures to work right with it. But he said give him a couple weeks, about 3-4 weeks. So be cool though if he can get it to work right with this and DePolari's, because there's some nice textures. Just the way he remeshed it, as you can see, the handle here. Well, actually, I'll go show you real quick. And then after that, I'll go show you what it's supposed to look like using the other textures. So yeah, as you can see, the handle here is a different shape. Just got a little divot. It looks a bit different, and then the shape here coming all the way back like that. It you can see it looks really good. I even like how it changed the wood texture on there to be darker on there, so it looks really nice, kind of blends. So, I mean, this is my favorite remesh of it, but it's just that some textures don't work right, at least for now. The guy can get that fixed, that'd be awesome. So I'll be back one more time. I'm going to show you what it's supposed to look like. So be right back. So this is what it... Dang it. Okay, there we go. This is what it's supposed to look like. See how it's just metal up in there? There's no cross-hatching, no textures like that. This is actually what it's supposed to look like. This is using Luxor's textures from Luxor's HD Overhaul for the weapons. As you can see... Oh, come on. As you can see, it looks good. I mean, the wood looks good, the handle, everything looks good. And when you go in first person, see there's no cross hatches on the back, nothing there. So, yeah. There we go. So, yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like. So, if the guy gets a fix for the others, that'd be awesome. It's still a great remesh in my opinion. It still looks good, but if he can get it working with those, even better. But that's it for the rifles. Next one, I'm going to do the combat shotgun, double barrel shotgun, the pipe weapons like pipe revolver, pipe gun, and the bolt action pipe gun. So we're going to go through those. I'll show you Nina's remesh and the pipe weapon remesh. It just does some subtle tweaks to it by Mikolov. And I'll show you the ScratchMade weapons, I think that's what it is, by Gauss 6, and how those look on them. So you can see how much they enhance it, and how much they don't work with Nina's. So much, I mean, you could probably tweak that. And then I'll show you the ScratchMade texture one that guy made. He also made one for double barrel, looks really nice. I'll show you what that looks like, and a combat shotgun, and I think that might be about it. So we'll get that in. Then I just have heavy weapons, and I believe like DLC weapons and that left. And I think that'll finish up this series, and then we'll move on to other things. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you're all doing well. This is Pelorian out.